I was in class the other day, and it was a boring one, and I had my notebook out, and I was just doodling away. I've mentioned before that I wanted to get into drawing and be more of an artist, and so I was focusing on like anatomy and stuff, and drawing. I had a few superheroes there, a few anime guys. Anyway, the guy who sits next to me, it's been my friend since elementary. We've known each other a long time. And so he looks over and goes, what the hell are you drawing? And I'm like, oh, I don't know. I'm just doodling. And no word of a lie, he goes, oh man, that sucks, dude. That's so stupid. It looks so bad. I kind of laugh. I'm like, yeah, whatever, dude. And I understand that, there's like a teasing point where a lot of people like tease each other, and that's how you joke around. But this guy, he only does that. There's no flip side. There's no time where he, says, "Oh no, actually, that's good for you for trying." Never says anything like that. So it kind of leaves me doubting myself, and it leaves me feeling bad because I feel like I shouldn't be pursuing this because it gets to me, it subconsciously makes me feel like I'm not doing anything. And so I have to look at my drawings from 3 months ago and look at my drawings now and compare them so I can remember that I am actually improving. And so today's topic is about toxic friends, mostly how you can't always get out of that friendship. And I'm also going to hopefully give you guys a little bit of advice. Hopefully that'll help you if you're in this situation. I also want to talk a bit about how toxic friends are horrible for your mental health, and that it is important to prioritize your own health sometimes. And so the issue with this situation is that I have a group of me and two other guys. We went to elementary and high school together. And so the one guy that's in this group is the one I was just talking about. And he's a very negative person. He doesn't talk to anyone except for us. And yet, when he gets comfortable around us, he's very quick to judge and very quick to make fun of us and that sort of thing. Be very negative when he is doing the exact same, probably even worse. Like, for example, he makes fun of me for the way I dress. I dress kind of alternative, like emo, whatever. He makes fun of me for that. He's more of a country guy, so he makes fun of me for the music I listen to and how stupid it is. And that's the thing. He's just really quick to judge, and there's no redeeming part here. I know a lot of people can be somewhat judgmental, but it's sometimes there is like some good, or they'll lay off sometimes. But this guy's just kind of always at something. He's always making fun of us for something. I say us because like it's me and the other guy, because I don't want to make it sound like I have like a victim complex here. So anyway, yeah, the problem is that we have different goals here. I want to be a creative person. I want to play music. I want to do YouTube videos. I haven't told him about YouTube videos because I know his reaction would be that this is stupid and I shouldn't be doing this, but I enjoy it, and that's all that should matter. So the problem with toxic friends is that friends have you at such a vulnerable point because you trust them, right? I assume you trust most of your friends. But when they make you feel worse for having your feelings or doing whatever makes you happy, it's not what a friend is. It's not what friends are for. Friends should be there to support you in your decisions and in your hobbies and whatever floats your boat. But as soon as they stop doing that, I don't think they should be considered a friend, really. And having said that, well, the easiest answer would be, well, just stop hanging out with them, stop being around them, and distance yourself from them. And I wish it was that easy. And I assume many of you can attest to the fact that it is not that easy. A lot of the times, either because of proximity or, I don't know, friends of friends or something along those lines, it's not that simple. Like in my situation, we sit in most classes together. I don't know, we've known each other for a good while, I guess, but it'd be one of those things where if I tried to separate myself from him, he'd just kind of like follow me around and that sort of thing, just because we've been in that routine for so long, I guess. And that's the issue, because I personally want to distance myself. And any lunch break we have or any time outside of school we have, I haven't been hanging out with him because I don't want to, and I feel like it wouldn't be fun for me. I see nothing wrong with that. You shouldn't force yourself to try to be with someone just because you consider them friends or something. So I've established that toxic friends are bad for you. I've also established that it's hard to remove yourself from them. So what's the solution here? I always try to give you guys some sort of advice. Even with my depressing videos, I try to give you something I've learned or some coping mechanism I have, just because I feel like if you do relate to this, then there must be some solution to it. And so my solution is, if you can't fully block them and stop talking to them, because that is an option, and if you are comfortable with that, and if that's your type of action to do, then there's nothing wrong with that. But let's say it's not possible, then I feel like hopefully they'll get the hint if you just slowly distance yourself from them, and hopefully they'll understand and take a look at their actions. Now, not always. Sometimes just leaving and finding other friends might be enough for you, but you're not trying to change them. You're just trying to help yourself. Because that's the thing with toxic friends, is oftentimes they don't think they're toxic. And if you try to change them, it's just going to end up worse for all of you, because it's mostly not going to work. Now, if you have to make a sacrifice or do something that, might hurt the other person, but you're prioritizing your mental health, I think that is completely okay. I'll give you an example here. There is this girl, the second week of college that I met, and a week into us knowing each other, she said she liked me and wanted to go out. So I very carefully told her that I'm not looking for a relationship right now, and I don't want to. And so she didn't receive that well, and she kept trying to pressure me into a relationship. She kept trying to force me to drink, because I don't really drink alcohol. She tried to get me to get drunk and then go back to her apartment, which is weird. She was asking my classmates where I was, these guys that I've talked to once or twice. She was asking where I was going. She would take pictures and print them out of the two of us and keep them. So anyway, about a week of this happening, I got to a point where I had to tell her, I point blank told her, I'm not looking for a relationship. I don't like you that way. What you're doing is making me uncomfortable, and that is not okay. She didn't receive it well, and she blocked me on pretty much everything. But on the flip side, I stopped hearing from her, which was more of a relief than anything. So the point of that story was to tell you, sometimes it will hurt the other person, but don't try to protect their feelings if your health is what's at risk here. If your mental stability or mental health is the thing that's at play here, prioritize it. There's nothing selfish about that. So I'm going to wrap it up here. I hope you guys might have learned a thing or two. If you do relate to this, I'm sorry. I wish you didn't. I hope the best for all of you. I hope you guys have great friendships. But if you do relate, hopefully you found some sort of help in this. So take care of yourselves. I'll see you all in the next video. You all beautiful people. Bye bye.